Hi guys, welcome to Milgat Farms. Today we are going to be taking our organic maple syrup out of the whiskey barrel. This is when we make our single barrel rye whiskey maple syrup. And we use Catoctin Creek's whiskey barrels. They were the first distiller in Virginia to be certified organic. I don't believe today that they're certified organic, but without a doubt they make some delicious rye whiskey. They make some good gin too. And they were kind enough to help us with this project. So thumbs up to Catoctin Creek. Thank you guys for helping us out. About 6 months ago, we made a video, and I'll put a link in the description below, where we took our organic maple syrup and brought it to a boil and put it in these freshly dumped barrels. And when I say freshly dumped, what I mean is Catoctin Creek had just taken their alcohol out of them. And then I went up and picked them up, and then within 24 hours, we had put our syrup into these barrels, and now we're gonna pull it out today. So stick around, watch what we're about to do. If you like what you're seeing, thumbs up, we really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comments are always welcome. If you guys wanna visit the farm, go to milgatfarms.com. We'd love to have you come out. If you'd like some of our syrup or any of our products, we're gonna put a code in the description, savings code or a coupon code. If you go to our website, you put that in, and you guys can get a discount on our syrup. So we really appreciate you watching, and that's a way for us to say thanks. Guys, of our 5 barrels, we're gonna look for the one that's got the most leaks, and we're gonna get that one done first. And then the second one we're gonna do is obviously this the one that's got the second amount of most leaks. Here we go, guys. We're going to take this barrel here, we're going to roll it on its side, and then we're going to stuff our hose into it and pump it up into our big pan here on the stove. Once we get it into the pan, we're then going to start the boil process and then get ready for the bottling. Wow. This is a sticky mess. Oh my gosh, it smells good too. Oh yeah. Oh boy, that smells good. You guys see all the chunks of the char from the inside of the barrel? That char is what gives the rye syrup its flavor. In order to get all the syrup out of our keg, we're going to put some of it in this food grade bucket and then let it kind of dump itself out so you can pick it up because it's a beast. Goodness gracious, that thing's heavy. And I am covered in syrup. Did not think that was going to happen. I don't know how many gallons we have in here. I'm going to guess it's about 15 to 20. We're going to turn on our stove and get it and start the boil. Every time we take the syrup out of the keg, whether it's a Catoctin Creek barrel or one of our metal kegs, we always take it back up to a boil. And that ensures that any bacteria that could have gotten in there is going to be killed off. It's normal bottling processes. If you can at home, then most likely you do the same thing. So we're going to let this thing heat up for a little while. And during that time, we're going to get prepared in here with the bottler and our bottles. And it won't take very long. It's going to warm up in here pretty quick, which is another point that we probably should tell you about as well. Whenever you bottle, you always want to have your glass in the bottling room the night before, especially if it's winter, or if it's summer, the day of, you can bring it in. And while the room heats up from the propane in the stove, it will also heat up the bottles. So around our sugar, our area here where we're bottling, our bottling room, we have bottles everywhere. And in the next probably hour, they're all going to get warm enough so we can start the bottling. Guys, in order to check bricks, we use a beaker and our hydrometer. This hydrometer is calibrated at 211 and 60 degrees. 211 represents a boil. So here we go. We're going to check our syrup. We never, ever drop this thing in there. Okay, this is going to boil for a while. We're not even registering. So we're probably sitting somewhere around 55. No. We're around 56 bricks. 56 bricks is not where we need to be. We need to be at 59 bricks, okay? And that makes it maple syrup. So, what do you guys think happened here? We're at 57 bricks. We gotta lose 2 bricks, meaning we gotta boil off 2 bricks of water. What happened is that there was alcohol in the barrels, and that additional alcohol went into our syrup, and when it did, it diluted our syrup back or down. So when we put the syrup into our barrel, it was 59 bricks, or maple syrup. So after it spent some time in there absorbing all that alcohol and flavor, it dumbed down the bricks a little bit. So we're going to boil off a little bit of water, and that's probably going to take about 30 minutes to an hour. And during that process, all the alcohol is going to boil off as well. It's going to be pretty good. We got our bottler almost ready. It's up to temperature. This is in good shape. We can stop it. We've got water inside of our bottler. That's going to make sense here in a second. All right, you'll get it. Oh my goodness, that's warm. And what we're going to do is we're going to dump that water right into on the ground in our sugar house here. It's our bottling room. What we've got inside the bottler is minerals that comes out of our water. So we want to get all that out. If we used distilled water, we wouldn't have that issue. But this time of the year, we don't have it because we don't make a lot of it. In maple season, we make a lot of it. Right now, we're making sure that there's not any kind of chunky stuff in here that'll land in the bottom. That will be a problem. Guys, the part that we're doing now, where we're pumping it into here, is going to take, I don't know, 10 to 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer. So what we're going to do now is get the bottler set up, and our table set up, and our glass set up, so that the next stage is the actual bottling part. Right now, guys, the syrup is in our water jacketed bottler here, and we have the valve off, so nothing's coming down to this point. What we're going to do now is let it sit and get a little warmer. It's probably at 185 now, which is where we want it. But we got to go do the chickens. So we're going to go do some chickens and turkeys, and we'll come back in just a little bit. Okay guys, it's time to start bottling. 2 bottles at a time. So what we do is we set our bottles up, and while 2 bottles are filling, we put the caps on and set them on their side. By setting them on their side, the top is sterilized. Man, the bottles are hot. Bottles get nice and warm. We've got probably 10 gallons in here that we're going to bottle up today. Bottling temperature is a little warmer than I like it, but we're going to resolve that right quickly. So what we do is when we're done capping the bottles, we lay them right on their side so the caps get sterilized and it's warm. After about 2 minutes, we're able to put them into the box, and we like to do that upside down. So I'm wearing gloves because these are really, really warm. And I just check the top, put it in upside down, and perhaps a leak will be discovered here versus anywhere else. There we go. The next thing we're going to do with these bottles is we're going to set them out into the barn so that they will cool off. And once they're cool, probably tomorrow or the next day, we'll pull them out, check the bottle for anything that could possibly have happened, a leak, dirt that got on it. And then we'll put our labels on, and the next thing we'll do is do the wax top. So stay tuned for those videos that are going to be coming out soon. At this point, we're going to move these out of the barn. These are going to come out in the barn. They're going to get cool. We'll leave the tops open. Probably by this afternoon, we probably could label. We'll just wait and see. Today is family day, so we're probably not going to do any labeling. Might set it for bottling for tomorrow, but for the most part, we're done for the day. We're done for this bottling session.